the difference in the MPD? Because is it federal? All charges are federal?
We were a federal organization up until the Home Rule Act, I believe in 1973. Probably got the date wrong, not too good with dates. But after the Home Rule Act, we did become a organization for the city. So we don't work for the feds. We're not a federal entity. We work for the District of Columbia.
Okay.
So we report directly to the mayor. And that's why we have the difference between Secret Service and Capitol Police. So Capitol Police has certain jurisdictions, and the Secret Service has other jurisdictions that we don't have. So like on Constitution Avenue, you know, they have, the Secret Service has a 4-block jurisdiction that we don't have.
Okay.
Or the Capitol Police, you know, they have the Capitol, they have all the certain other federal buildings that they're responsible for that we don't have jurisdiction over because that's federal property. And fun fact, you know who makes the most DUI lockups in DC? The Secret Service. I'm telling you. You look at the stats, they have pretty much every night they have somebody, because that big turn before you get into 395, there's a Secret Service officer there. And they'll get a drunk driver pretty much every night. You get at least one or two. It's a little fun fact for you.
Pay attention on that side, then.
Or just don't drink and drive.
Oh, that's the post that we actually were talking in. It was like, why do people call police feds in the DC
I think it's
area?
it's just kind of like a slang term. Like, why do they call us 12? You know, I've asked people, like, you know, oh, 12's here. It's like, why you call me 12? And they're like, because you're 12. Like, what does 12 mean? You're like, I don't know. You're like, I don't know either.
You got anything else you wanted to share with the people?
I really hope the violence just kind of slow down, because it's heartbreaking. You know, I don't want to get desensitized to people getting murdered. It's not something you wish to see. Illegal guns are a big problem, but I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, that's just a symptom. People using them are the problem. So we can lock somebody up for murder, but preferably we wouldn't have to, you know, make that arrest in the first place. So I really just want people to start valuing their life more, their community more. Because here's the other thing, is that DC's getting gentrified pretty hard. It's a lot easier to gentrify a neighborhood that's going in the gutter and property value is really low, as opposed to having a nice neighborhood where everybody's together and the property value stays high and the city doesn't have to get involved. And the other thing I want to talk about is it can't all come from us. It can't come all from the police. It should not come all from the government. I don't think the government is the solution to every single problem facing DC. Like, a good portion of it has to come from the community. We, you know, people in the community as well have to say, this is enough, we don't want this anymore, this is not right, we don't want any more dead kids. And we have that going on. We have the violence interrupters, we have churches starting to make some organizations, we have Guns Down DC. Like, there's a bunch of good organizations that are starting to pop up. They're kind of just spreading this awareness, like, you don't have to kill each other. You don't have to kill each other over nothing anyways. Not just not kill each other, but kill each other over nothing. I wish to see more of that. I wish to see it more effective too, because, you know, there's not a person in the world that I can imagine beef is worth going to jail or, you know, risking your family, risking your life. Or the Bible, I think the quote from the Bible is, the wages of sin is death. So you don't want to be put in that position. And I don't want to see anybody put in that position. I would much rather police in a very calm, cool, collected area. But the fact of the matter is that Southeast DC is just, it hasn't changed in 30, 40 years. Some of these other police officers have been there. But I think it can. I think it certainly has a potential to. It has a potential. We want to be the best parts of DC. Like, the property values in Southeast are insane. People come together and say, we want to keep our neighborhoods to ourselves. It's got to come from within. You know, MPD is not the end-all be-all solution. We would love to help, and we're here to help. You know, we're here to provide service and be a part of the community, but at the end of the day, it has to come from everybody else too.
All right, man. Thank you for your time.
Hey, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. It was really nice to get out here and talk. I'm going to reiterate, I did not speak for the Metropolitan Police Department, but myself.
Disclaimer.